So one of the most exciting new features in College Football 25 is Team Builder. We haven't had something like this in a football game pretty much since 2014. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys the Team Builder website, how to use it, what you can do in this website, how you can import your team into the game, and also how you can use this team in Dynasty mode. So before we jump into the video, if you guys are new here, be sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a like if this was helpful for you guys. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Also, be sure to follow me on Twitch. That link is going to be in the description down below. We're going to be streaming more. We're going to try to have some fun with this game. We had a pretty fun stream last night. If you guys could join us in the future, that would be great. We've got 33 followers. The road to 50 followers continues. If you guys want to jump in the streams to say what's up, I appreciate all the support. You guys are awesome. Okay, so Team Builder. All right, so the website for this is going to be in the description down below. So if you guys are having a hard time finding that site, be sure to check out the description. Here's your homepage right here. Make sure you're logged in. Make sure everything's linked. Make sure you're using the right account. We're going to go ahead and click on the Get Started button right here. Sometimes this is grayed out. This is kind of a buggy site right now. A lot of people are on it. It's been great for me so far, but some people, it hasn't really worked the greatest. Sometimes people run into this button being grayed out and you can't press it. Usually, if you switch over to a different browser like Chrome, it'll work. We're on Microsoft Edge right now. It is working, but I know last night it wasn't, and I switched over to Chrome and it did start working. So right now it is working, so we're going to go ahead and click on the Get Started button. Now, unfortunately, there is not a dark mode for this website, so yes, my face is going to be very, very white for this video. It is what it is. But we're at the home page here. You can look at all of featured teams, top downloaded schools. I don't think these are updated right now. I don't think these are the actual top downloaded schools, but you can search if you're looking for stuff specifically. You can change filters and stuff like that. Narrow it down to like state. It's very specific, so it's really cool. But if we go to the top right here, my download history is going to show all the teams that you have downloaded. All three of these teams I have created myself. We'll also see that in the My Teams tab right here. So this is going to show every team that you have created. Okay, so before we jump into the actual customization of this website, I want to let you guys know you can only do this on desktop or laptop. You cannot do it on your phone. Hopefully in the future they come out with something maybe like an app or something like that. I do think eventually it will come to that. But right now you cannot do anything on your phone. Everything has to be done through a computer. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and hit create. And we're going to start the customization process right here. Okay, so this is your home screen right here. Everything's going to be blank. And you're going to start here at your school info. So we're going to name our team West Side Tigers. That's going to be our team name. We're just going to kind of fly through this. But the school info is pretty simple. Just put in your team name and all that stuff. Logos, this is where it gets fun. So you have your choice of all of your existing templates that you can go off of. Some of these are pretty cool looking. We're the Tigers. We could go with this one right here. Or we could hop over to Google. We can type in Tiger logo PNG. This is super important, guys. If you guys want a clean logo without like a white box in the background, type in PNG. And that's going to give you a picture similar to this one. So this one's pretty cool right here. It's not actually PNG though, so you got to watch out for that. We got to find an actual PNG picture. Okay, so I found one. This one right here, you see the little checkered dots in the back or the checkered squares? That means that this picture is PNG. So there won't be a weird white background or anything like that. It's going to look just like this. So we're going to go ahead and save this picture. And we're going to try to put it into Team Builder here. All right, to upload it, we're going to go to My Uploads, and we're going to hit this little plus sign right here. And then I'm going to find that Tiger PNG logo, and we're going to select it here. Now, as you can see right here, it worked. We won't have that weird white box in the background. As you can see at the top right here, it looks very clean. This is just from Google. We're not going into Photoshop or anything like that. That's also another thing you guys could do is go into Photoshop and edit this and change the colors, whatever you want to do. There are free Photoshop sites out there. You just got to find them. One thing with Photoshop that I've been having issues with though is once you export it, you want to make sure you're exporting it as a JPEG, not a PNG. If you do a PNG, the size is too big and you're not able to upload the logo here. So just be sure of that. Make sure you're on JPEG when you're uploading a photo. So here we go. We got our tiger right here. I'm not going to do a secondary, but if you want to do a secondary, you can go ahead and X here as a secondary logo is going to be right underneath that, and the same process is right there. And also make sure that you hit apply down here when you're selecting your logo, or else it will not save. So now we're good to go. So once you get to colors right here, you want to make sure that you match your colors to your logo, right? You don't want it to look off. So what we're going to do is go to the right side here and select from primary logo. Okay, so 1 is going to be your primary color, 2 is going to be your secondary, and then 3 is going to be the third color, whatever you want it to be. So you're going to go ahead and drag it from here, drag the circle on your logo, and as you can see right there, the primary color is changing. So this logo is a little weird because the orange is kind of a bunch of different shades of orange. So try to find the shade that you like the most. I like this one right here. 2 is going to be white for us, and then the third one will go with black. So make sure you hit apply, and then boom, that easy. We got our colors. Now it matches our logo. We don't have to spend hours looking at the color wheel trying to match it. You can just take it off straight off of your logo. Next one is apparel brand. You can be Adidas, Nike, or Under Armour. Easy. Pick whichever one you want. Next is fonts. This can be pretty fun right here. I always skip this because you can change the fonts under uniforms. You can look at all of the different fonts right here. There's a lot more fonts for numbers than there is letters. But then again, this is the beta site, so there's a lot of things that they can change also. Okay, so we're done with this section. Now, once I'm done with a section here, there's 4 different sections you can see here: brand, uniform, stadium, and program. Once I'm done with a section, I like to save it because this site is buggy. It could just crash on you at any moment. So you want to make sure you're saving frequently because you're going to be spending a lot of time in this site. And that would not be good if you just lost all your progress. All right, so we're saved. Now we're going to go to the uniforms. This is where you spend a lot of time here. Obviously, you got your home and away. You can add more jerseys here. You can do some, you want to go with a team, blacked out uniforms, white out, whatever you want to do. You can add more uniforms here, but we're just going to do home and away. So here we go. We're in. It starts at the helmet right here. The level of customization right here is unbelievable. You can click and drag and turn the helmet and take a look at different angles, what the helmet will look like. Now, I will say this, the helmets are going to look a little different in game. They don't necessarily match up. So once you get into the game, you want to make sure that you're actually, everything looks right. You can jump back in here and edit things, change it however you want to do it. You can do that. We're going to start off with the base color right here. The helmet I want to do is, let's do orange. We're just going to fly through this. I'm not going to go too crazy with customization right here. Reflectiveness, we can select from 3 different types of helmets right here. We got matte, shiny, and chrome. Now, I will say this, chrome does throw off the look of the color a lot. I had a green helmet and I selected chrome, and then I went in the game and the helmet looked black. So you want to make sure that the colors look right. I usually go with shiny. Helmet style is going to be for different types of stripes that you want down the middle. Make sure you're clicking view all right here. This is going to give you some more options right here. Hopefully they have some more in the future. We're just going to go with that. We're just going to fly through this. You've got the different colors for the stripes that you have. So let's say I want to do black. Now you can also do the reflectiveness for the stripe. So make sure you pick the one that you think looks best. Go to custom layers. Now this is where you can add your logos, numbers, whatever you want to do here. So we'll go ahead and delete the EA template right here and add a custom layer. Here we go. Once we add the custom layer, the upload that we already did is right here. So I'm just gonna select that, and that's what we're gonna be using right here. We can do right, left, mirrored, duplicate, back, custom. Custom is just kind of move it to however you want to do. I usually do mirrored. That way it's on both sides and they're also in the same placement. So while you're rotating and moving the logo, it's going to look the same on the other side. So go ahead and center it however you need to. I'm going to go ahead and go to X and Y scale. This is where you can size your logo here. You can make it bigger or smaller, and then up, down. Obviously, you guys get the point there. So we're good just like that. Now make sure you're clicking all the other stuff in here too, because there's a lot more customization that I feel like a lot of people miss. You can put numbers on your helmet. You can put them on the front, back, and left side of your helmet. I always put it on the back, but you can also do different positions as well. You can do them on the front. Looks pretty cool. You can also edit the amount of space that's between those numbers. If you want them to be close, you go to narrower and wider, obviously right there. So we're going to just do that. We're going to go with that. And we're going to make the numbers a little closer. Now, I know this looks terrible. This is just an example. That's it for the numbers on the helmet. Go to accessories right here. Now we can edit things like the face mask. We change the color of that. Do whatever we want. Reflectiveness, same concept right here. Strap color, cup color, bumper color. You guys get the point. We can also upload some bumper images. If you guys don't know what the bumper is, that's this little white spot right here. It's on the front and the back of the helmet. So you can put your logos here if you want. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to find anything yet, but you cannot duplicate this helmet to away. So once I go to away, I have to create that helmet again if I want it to look the same. But if I go to hit the plus button right here, I can create a duplicate from my home or my away helmet. So hopefully they make something in the future, or maybe there's something I'm missing. If you could duplicate what your home helmet looks like to your away helmet. Hopefully they change that in the future, because that is a big flaw. I hate that I have to recreate the same helmet again. Okay, so now we're going to go to the jersey section of the video here. Now this is very similar to the helmet. You guys can probably figure it out for the most part, so I'm going to fly through this. Base color, obviously you can change those however you want. You can change the brand logo, so that Nike logo there, you can change that to white if you want, change it to black, whatever you want it to be. Jersey stitch, this doesn't change a whole lot. You have to really look deep to try to find the differences here, but it's just like slight design differences in each one of these stitches. I have noticed that the third one here, you can get the shoulder stripe here on the top of your shoulder pads. All the other ones you cannot do that, but we're just going to go without that for now. So jersey design, we're not going to get anything with this one. And then we've got the sleeve design that we can go with here. Make sure you're hitting view all to see all the different designs. And then you can change the colors in here for the sleeves. You got your cuff design right here. Collar design, this one also varies for the jersey stitch. Some of them don't have it, some of them do. But now we're going to jump into the nameplate. Nameplate is where the font style can come into play. So we'll go ahead and click the font style here. There's only 4. I like to do the third one right here because there's multiple colors involved right here. A lot of people like the last one too because the font is pretty cool looking. But I like to go to this one here. I like the multiple colors. And then you can select your colors however you want to do it for this jersey. Same thing for the numbers right here. Select your font however you want it to be. Select your color. And you can also change the reflectiveness. Now you can also put the numbers on the sleeves or the shoulders if you want. You can remove those, or if you just want to put logos on your shoulders, you can do that. You can do that under the custom layers right here. I'm going to go ahead and delete the EA because we don't want that on our shoulders. But you could put your logos here. You take the stripes off, put the logos there, and put your numbers on top of your shoulder pads. A lot of different customizations that you can do here. Again, make sure you're checking Google. Make sure you're typing PNG after everything that you put in here, because anything that you put on your jersey. So let's say I want to go to Google and I want like a lightning design on my jersey, right? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do lightning PNG. So this is going to give me a bunch of PNG photos of some lightning. Let's see if I can find a good one here. Once I've got that PNG lightning bolt uploaded into here, now this is really cool. If you guys see right here at the bottom, if I blow this up a little bit, look at the bottom of my jersey. So now I can have a big lightning bolt on the bottom of my jersey, or the back of it if I wanted to. I honestly think the back looks pretty cool. Could blow it up, whatever size you want it to be, and whatever location you want it to be at. This is really cool. This is why I always recommend doing PNGs, because you can put photos on here like this and make it look really cool. So for a team like the Tigers, we can do like tiger stripes and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and hit apply and keep that on there. So, I mean, looking at that, that looks pretty clean, man. I really like the looks of that. So yeah, that's the jersey customization. Let's go to pants here. This is the same thing. This will be a little faster for you. You got your colors here, and then the different types of pants, and then you've got different types of pants designs here, different stripes that you can use down the side. I like this one. This one right here is my favorite. This one's pretty cool as well. Of course, you can change your colors. And then you got your socks, same thing here. I don't have to go too far into that one. Now we'll go over to Stadium. Basically how this works is you have to select any of the college football stadiums right here as your template. Once you select your template, then you can start changing the field color and stuff like that and different logos that you want to put on your field. I have heard that Notre Dame is a generic field. I haven't actually looked at it though. Yeah, that looks pretty generic. So if you guys want a generic field, I recommend going Notre Dame. But as you can see right here, we've got all the stadiums here, and it shows the capacity as well. So if you want a huge crowd for your team, make sure you're picking a big stadium. Next is crowd. Obviously, you can change the color of your crowd. It doesn't really show you anything on the screen right here, which is weird. But if you want your crowd to be all white colors or all black colors or the team color and white color, you can do that. You can also change the balance. So if you want it 50-50 white and orange, you can do that. If you want it all to be white, you can just go left. Or if you want it all to be orange, you can go all the way to the right. Surface is going to be different type of field. So you can either do turf or grass. And then this is where you change the color of your field. So if you want an orange field, you can do that. If you want a yellow field, white field, doesn't matter what color, you can put it in this game. That's why I always say this is such a sandbox type of game right here, and this team builder mode really makes that possible. So why not? I'm going to go with the white field. I'm not going to go too crazy right here. Logos, you can go ahead and add different logos on your field. You can add your secondary, your primary logo, and you can also put logos on the 20-yard line and add custom layers. Now you can only add 5 different pictures here, so choose wisely. As of right now, you cannot type out letters in your end zone, but what I recommend doing is going into Google and typing out like PNG for whatever you want it to say, and you'll probably find something. Next is the end zone. You've got different patterns. You've got the checker pattern in here. You've got camouflage. You've got mountains. You've got so many different designs. And like I said, this is not even the full version of this website yet. So they're going to come out with more stuff, and you can change the color as well. And all this looks very clean when you get in game. So this looks great right here. You can also change the color of the numbers, the outline of the number. You can change the number frequency. You want it every 10 yards, every 5 yards, however you want to do it. Number position, you can do college or pro. I didn't know that there was a difference, but apparently there is. So that's pretty cool. You can change the color of the 50-yard line, the 20-yard lines, the goal lines. You can do a lot with these fields. Now, this isn't necessarily like a stadium creator like MLB The Show, but I'm actually surprised by the level of customization that's on this site. And then your sidelines, obviously that's going to be the sideline designs. Then your benches, you can do checkers, whatever you want to do there. So that's pretty cool. Let's jump over to program. This is where you can create the type of team that you have. You can start by the offensive playbook right here. Do whatever playbook you want to do. I always use Arizona, so that's what I'm going to do. And then my defense is out of 4-2-5. Next is the presets. This is kind of where you want to guide your program, right? If you want your team to be an absolute juggernaut, I recommend doing Powerhouse. That's going to put in a lot of really good players on the team. If you want to have a really, really bad team, I recommend doing Cupcake. This is going to give you a bunch of bad players. Your team's going to be like a 68 overall. Now, if you want to go all 0 overalls, you can change all of the attributes here for every one of your players. If you want to do all 99 overall, again, you can do that. You can change that here. Change the look of every single one of your players right here for skin tone and the appearance. They've got a bunch of different templates right here. If you click view all, there are endless amounts of faces here for each skin tone. So I love that. There's not just 10 generic faces. There's a bunch going on here. We've got a dude right here that has a full-blown unibrow. The level of detail is there. There is no face scan, anything like that. Hopefully that will be available in the future. But as of right now, we've got a lot of different options. When it comes to editing players, you can only edit the number, the handedness of the player, the class that they're in, and the height and weight. You cannot edit the name yet. The reason why I think you can't edit the name is because they don't have a filter system in here. If you go in the game and you name somebody something with some profanity in it, they won't let you do it. On this site, it's probably where if you edit the name and you got profanity in it, it won't catch it. So that's why they're doing that. I will show you how you can change the names, though. You can do it in Dynasty mode. But you've got every single position over here. This is where it's kind of broken, though. Like if I go to quarterback right here and I select David DePaul, you would think he's the starter, right? Because he's at the top. But for whatever reason, when you jump into the game, he's not your actual starter. So you're going to want to make sure you're taking a look at the attributes and figuring out which one of these is the best player. The best one is going to be your starter, obviously. That's another flaw on this site. I wish that they showed us the overalls for these players. We don't know what the actual overalls are for each one of these guys, so we won't actually see it until we get into the game. But yeah, that's pretty much everything that you can do as far as customization for your players. Now, let me show you guys how to submit the team, get it into the game, and how you can edit these names and put these teams on Dynasty. We're going to go ahead and save, and then we're going to submit. Remember that this is not final, right? You can jump back into Team Builder, and you can edit these however you want it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to hit submit. That's going to finalize everything and make it available to download in the actual game. You want to make sure that you sit here and wait and make sure that it actually works, because sometimes this part does fail. But while this is loading though, a couple of flaws. Like I said, I wish the overalls were in there. I also wish that you could change the star rating of your school. If you want to be a 1-star school, you can't really do that, or else I haven't found it yet. So let me know in the comments if you could do that. If you want to make your team a 5-star school, want to be a 3-star school, whatever, you should have the freedom to do that. I'm pretty sure you could do that in the old team builders back in NCAA 14. I imagine it'll be back, or it's somewhere that I just haven't found yet. All right, so we got our green check mark. It was successful. So now we can jump into the game and put this team in the game. All right, so we're in the game here. We're at the main menu. What we're going to do is go to create and share, and we're going to go to download center. Once we're there, we're going to go to my sharings, and the team should pop up right here. If you don't see the logo, don't worry about it. Just click on it and hit download, and that's going to put the team in the game. That's all you have to do. So to test out to see if that worked, you're going to go ahead and back out, and we'll go to play now. Once we're there, we're going to go ahead and hold the right trigger, and we're going to go all the way down. This is the team builder section. So now you can see every single one of the teams that you have created, and there it is, the West Side Tigers. They are here. We selected Cupcake, so we're a 72 overall. We're a really bad team. Now, another thing I recommend, a lot of people will jump in games to take a look at the jerseys. You don't have to do that. Just go to play now, and then go to edit uniforms. And now you can take a look at all the different templates and how it actually looks in the game. This is where you can make your adjustments. If you don't like how your jerseys look, you can jump out and make some adjustments. Let's see if the home jersey worked here. Oh, that was the away jersey that I did. So there's that lightning bolt that I put on there. So, I mean, as you can see, it looks pretty clean. So, again, highly recommend the PNG stuff because you can do some wild stuff on here. And there's a lot of different designs on Google. You could just save and copy paste and boom, it's on your jersey. So yeah, there we go. All right, so now I'm going to show you guys how to put the team in Dynasty mode. Okay, so this is important right here. A lot of people mess this up. A lot of people will go to single player. You cannot put a team builder team under single player. You have to go to cloud multi-user. So select that. And then the next section, you're going to click on default rosters. And now we should have an option here on the left-hand side to import our team builder team. All right, so it worked. There you go. Import team builder. Now we can put our team into Dynasty mode. So we're going to go ahead and replace the team, any team that we want. So if there's a specific conference you want to be in, like Conference USA, we can go ahead and replace, let's say, UTEP. So I've got all my teams right here. I can select any of these teams and use them. Let's select the Tigers here. Now, you can either use the same roster that UTEP has, or you can go with the roster that you had on the Team Builder website. So we're going to go with the Team Builder website team. And there we go. We're done. Now, keep in mind, you can also add extra Team Builder teams. So if you want to have multiple Team Builder teams in here, you can do that. I can add the 2009 Florida Gators in here if I wanted to. You can have multiple teams in here. So you don't have to use the Team Builder teams. So now we're going to go ahead and advance here. And we're going to select our Team Builder team that's in the Conference USA Conference. And then we're going to go ahead and double check, make sure that Florida's in here. And see, there you go. The 09 Florida Gators, they're going to be playing. CPU is going to be using. So I like that option. So we're going to go ahead and select the Tigers. And now, last but not least, I'm going to show you guys how to change the names on these players. So what we're going to do is go to team right here. We're going to go ahead and view roster. And let's go to quarterback right here. So remember that top guy that I showed you? it was this dude, David DePaul, showed as the starter, right? He's not the starter. It's Tyler Olson. So again, make sure you're checking the actual attributes and make sure you find the real starter. But let's say I wanted to change Tyler Olson right here. We're going to go ahead and view his player card. And then we're going to go over to more. And then now we go to edit player. And now we can edit everything on this guy. We can edit his name. Can't change his number, but you can do that on the Team Builder website. You can change his gear, some of his appearance, some of his styles, but most importantly, his first name. So that's where you change that. Let's go ahead and name him Mike Honcho. Boom. There you have it. We changed his name. Now that is a pain that you have to go back in here and change all these guys. So hopefully that filter system can come over to the website so we don't have to do this. Yeah, guys, that is pretty much everything. If there's anything that I missed, if you guys have questions for Team Builder, be sure to reach out in the comments down below. I hope I gave you guys some good tips. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. And again, be sure to follow me on Twitch. We will be streaming. I'm excited to see you guys, but that's going to be it. I'm out of here, boys. Peace.